Welcome back, guys. Of course, match day one was so exciting. Match day one was so exciting, guys. We saw some of the best teams perform on that high stage again. We were looking forward to this league starting back after 2 months hiatus, guys. It's back. Would you say it's better than ever? Do you like the new rules that are in place with the whole stoppage time thing? Are the bigger teams getting the edge from that? We have seen some dismal football from some teams, and we have seen some wonderful footballs from some contenders, some teams that we already knew would have performed, right? But were there any surprises to you guys? That's the thing. The thing is all about surprises. The thing is all about surprises, man. I wasn't surprised at all. I knew Haaland would have done what he did. But the thing is, how much would he have scored? That's the thing. Man, I expected a hat trick from Haaland. I expected a hat trick. But I expected Kevin De Bruyne to be on the field. Guys, injuries do happen, you know? And we're going to look at what happened throughout the whole fixtures from match day one. And we're going to preview match day two. Guys, on match day one, we saw Man City go away to Burnley. I told you guys, Man City was above all standards, better than Burnley. You don't believe me? They easily dispatched them 3-0. You couldn't write a better script than that, could you? You couldn't say any better storyline than that, could you? I expected it to be a blowout. But 3-0 just shows that Burnley is, to me, not ready yet. For Man City, that is. Then you had Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest. Guys, I told you that match would have ended 2-1. Arsenal last season dropped points at Nottingham Forest in the crucial part of last season. That's where they battled their title. But this Arsenal side is far above the one last season. The depth of their side is different. Yes, they too had an injury, but they still pulled off that win. And that's what separates the best from the worst. It's when you can get that crucial 3 points at the end of the day. Don't you think so? I do think so. But what say you? Guys, football is unpredictable. We can expect certain things to happen on the field. As they used to say in Jamaica, the ball is round. Maybe it's something that we do still say. You can hold the ball for 90% of the time, and I hold it for 10% of the time, and I still end up scoring a goal or two more than you. It's not possession football. It's not who takes more shots at goal. It definitely isn't that. So, guys, don't you think for 1 second that football is just about giants. It's about upsetters too. And another match that we should look into is the one that recently ended on match day, which recently ended match day one. And that's Wolves versus Manchester United. Guys, Manchester United, I had them winning more outrageously or more definite than this. But they did not do any justice to me. Instead, they ended the match 1-0. Guys, I expected Manchester United to at least win that 2-0 at home. There was controversy. There was a penalty shout. Wolves should have had a penalty in that match. Is Manchester United ceiling that low? Or are they improving for real? Or is it the sense that Wolves is getting there with the team that they have? This is a side that had so many releases. This team is not the same as last year, but I still expected them to lose. But they did. But I expected Manchester United to be above them that much, to blank them more, not rest on controversial victories. Yeah, victory is just a victory, yeah. But suppose it was something that was overturned during the match, it would have ended 1-1. For all you Manchester fans out there, your team played well for better parts of the match. But do you think you need that striker on the field that can finish? Just like Haaland. Manchester United fans may beg to differ and say that they have Rashford, they have this, and they have that. Guys, you don't have an Haaland in your team. You don't have that effectful player coming off the bench to do all the work to score that one goal, to score that goal. Guys, I liked what I saw from Wolves. I liked it. They defied all odds and played ball. Guys, you don't believe me? Go check out the highlights. Go check out the highlights, guys. They were different. Another match that we saw on the same Saturday that Arsenal played was Everton and Fulham. You know, that they were playing at the same pace that I said that they would have played at. The match was so not enticing. It wasn't something that I would have sat and watched. But I don't want to discredit Fulham's victory. But I myself wouldn't have watched that match. Guys, we love attacking football, don't we? Even the Manchester United versus Wolves match was more exciting than this match. Guys, Fulham, they came out with a victory 1-0. But guys, you know what surprised me most of all? Was Brighton. Guys, this Brighton team lost so many of their players. Yeah, but they came out like they didn't lose anybody. They gave the new team on the block, Luton, a hammering. Guys would say that's not a hammering. They only won 4-1. Oh, guys, 4-1 for a team that sold so many of their players? Guys, you gotta give it up to Brighton. Unexpected, right? I did have them to win, but guys, not this much. Another game was the newly promoted Sheffield United versus Crystal Palace. That ended 1-0 to Crystal Palace. Oh my god, no Zaha. Okay, no problem. Crystal Palace did their work. Welcome back, Sheffield United. This is the Premier League. Just remember that. And you guys played well. Two teams that were always in the Premier League last year, West Ham and Bournemouth. Guys, Bournemouth and West Ham match ended 1-1. It was end to end at one time. Then it was more defensive. Guys, that match had everything. It had you wondering what would happen next. Welcome back, English Premier League. Then you had the trilogy, man. Oh, that's the wrong terminology. The trilogy that I need to see happen again, and again. Guys, Newcastle. Newcastle, guys, is a force. Guys, you want to know dark horse? This is my dark horse team. Guys, this was the team year before last. They were struggling to keep themselves adrift from the relegation zone. And they did Aston Villa so dirty. They blanked them 5-1. That's the heaviest hit that anyone took on match day one. Then you had Brentford versus Tottenham. I had Tottenham winning that match, but honestly, they didn't come through with the goods. Brentford and them had a 2-all draw. Then I could say that Tottenham didn't destroy my hopes or destroy my predictions more than the match versus Chelsea and Liverpool. Guys, Chelsea and Liverpool's match was something that you can say top draw. Why it was top draw? Yeah, it was 1-1 and everything, but guys, it had everything in it. It was end to end, midfield battle, forward battle, defensive battle. Guys, you name it. Those teams put on a total clinic. Gotta hand it to them. Gotta hand it to them. And if you don't believe me, guys, you can just watch the highlights. It was end to end. It was something to behold. I am not someone who's just going to tell you that it wasn't something that I loved to see. I loved that match. Not because it's 1-1. Guys, you can have a match that is 1-1. Both teams sharing the point. And it is boring. But this one showcased a difference between that. It showed the quality of both teams who are still missing some key players due to injury. Remember that. So just look forward to this match later down in the future. Because remember, every team must play each other 2 times. 38 games, guys. And that's just 1 out of 38. We got 37 left to go. So beware. It's just going to be uphill from now. This is the English Premier League after all. You guys expected this, right? You expected Newcastle to be on top of the table, right? You expected Brighton to be trailing behind them at second place. I know you didn't expect Man City to be at third. I expected Arsenal to always be up there with the big guys. But guys, just remember, the table is still young. The matches of match day one don't really say that this team will win the league. Nah, it's just a start. Points are yet to drop. We will see more points dropped. Yeah, some teams have lost, but most of the teams that lost, didn't we expect it? Yes, we did. Guys, I still think that Man City are the favorites. I gave you my dark horse. That's Newcastle. I still believe that Chelsea, Liverpool, and Man United still have a say in this title race. Whether it be them coming out and being next to the eventual winners or being winners themselves. Guys, the ball is so round. Guys, if you ever kicked a football, you would know what I mean. Today for you, tomorrow for me. Just understand that. Guys, just understand that football is not just as you make it seem. It is more so driven by the heart, the tears, the blood, the sweat of the footballers on the field. Guys, I'm not talking about the high school version of football that we all know. No, this is the English Premier League. Guys, I know for sure that this title race is going to go down to the wire. A lot of people think that it's just going to be so easy for City. Nah, it might not be that easy because teams are catching up. Yes, they're clear favorites, but teams are catching up. If you don't believe me, Newcastle stepped up their game. They have acquired a lot of people who can help them be title contenders. Arsenal, with all the young guns in the world, are title contenders. Man United are title contenders with who they have. Liverpool are title contenders. Chelsea had a bad season last year, but guys, they can be title contenders. Guys, if you don't think that what I'm saying is true, the truth, man, you have been stuck under a rock or something. Guys, tune in to the English League. Guys, the English League is one of the most exciting leagues in the world. If I tell you that the matches are like this, you better believe that they are. As for my predictions for next match day, you will be so surprised. You will be so shocked. Certain things that I will say will be of some surprise to you guys. A lot of people think that because I have a favorite team, I'm gonna pick them to win the league. Nah, I will never do that. I don't go for who's favorite. To me, I go for who I feel is more equipped in terms of who has the better weapons, tools, equipments. You call it whatever you want to call it. My predictions for match day 2, which will start from August the 18th through to August the 21, we'll see Nottingham Forest on Friday, August the 18th at 2:45 p.m. host, guys, the newly promoted Sheffield United. Guys, this match, I think it's going to end up in the Forest favor. Why? Forest had a never say die attitude that people don't understand. They played Arsenal great. They played them great. Not in the first half, maybe, but the second half, they did come out and do what they needed to do and secure the goal. So I have Nottingham Forest winning this match 2-1. As for the match that is going to be playing Saturday, August the 19th, I will see where Fulham will entertain Brentford. Guys, I think that Brentford will edge Fulham in this match 2-1. Yeah, I do feel like that. I just feel like even though Fulham is going to be at home, Brentford is going to find that cutting edge in the final third and beat them 2-1. The other match on that same day, which will see Liverpool at the same time as the Brentford match, entertain Bromont. Liverpool, I'll have them winning this match 3-0. The other match, which will be on Saturday as well, at the same time, we'll see Wolves entertain Brighton. Of course, guys, Brighton put on a performance against the team that you guys didn't expect them to beat like that because they lost so many players. I didn't expect it either, I must say. But now it goes to who wants it more, either them or Wolves. So I'm going to say for this one, I'll have Wolves and Brighton match ending 2-2. For the Luton Town versus Burnley match, it's already postponed. As you guys can see, it is postponed and it will be further placed to another date, and that will be mentioned in the near future. As for the Tottenham versus Manchester United, the key matchup on Saturday, which will be 12:30 p.m. Right? I feel like this match is so unpredictable, but my gut feeling is telling me that Manchester United has everything and will have everything to beat Tottenham. But I see where it can go either way because there's a certain sun, and but I don't know why I feel my gut telling me that it won't go as planned for Tottenham. So I'll have to say that Manchester United come out victorious 3-2. As for the game, which will cap off that Saturday evening playing, which will be at 3 o'clock, 3 p.m., guys. Man City versus Newcastle. First versus third last year. Guys, it's gonna be such a fixture, but I do have this ending 3-2. So many goals because both sides are attacking. But who do you think will win this? I think that City is that good enough to win this match. 3-2. But guys, if I'm a betting guy, I can say that Newcastle comes away 3-2 instead. Some people would be disappointed by what I'm saying about Manchester City. I do have them as favorites. Yes, one loss in the last column doesn't mean that you lose the title as they showed last year. I do have Holland scoring, but Newcastle under this regime seems to be a different machine. So, guys, 3-2 to Newcastle. Aston Villa versus Everton. That is August the 20th. Sunday, August the 20th, guys, at 9 a.m. Aston Villa versus Everton. What can I say? I feel like Aston Villa has enough to beat Everton and they will win convincingly 2-0. West Ham versus Chelsea at 11:30 a.m. I'm I'm not feeling West Ham at the moment, guys. Declan Rice gone. I feel like Chelsea will run away with this 1-0. And to cap off that match day, it is an August the 21st fixture. This Monday, August the 21st, we'll see Crystal Palace entertain Arsenal. Guys, I feel like Arsenal right now will beat this team, and I do predict another 2-1 victory for the Gunners. I just feel like Arsenal at this moment is still trying to figure out what they're doing. So 2-1. Guys, I know that these opinions of mine may not matter to you, but what matters is that you guys keep liking, sharing, and subscribing to this channel.